I think what I found most impressive about Martin Gerards, it was definitely Trayon. I think Martin Gerards, they have a good brand. They're relevant, and they put up properties which I think are appealing to specifically what I was looking for. But I think with Trayon, he was just honest. He showed us around, and there was no pressure. And we actually, to be honest, he was quite open about his personal life, and we had a chat to him and really built sort of a good rapport with him. And whilst one of us, so I was looking with my girlfriend, whilst one of us was looking around the flat, the other would have a chat to him. He'd give us space. I think it was just the openness. So Martin Gerards did differentiate themselves from other agencies. I went to another high street, in fact a larger high street estate agency. They had a lot of properties, and the numbers were there, but it's about the quality. And actually I was just going from one to the next and looking at properties and, do you like this, do you not? And it was a little bit awkward. I think what made... And genuinely, I do believe that we bought from Trayon. I think if he showed us one of the other properties from the other estate agents, we probably would have been swung to buy one of those. It was the human element, and the fact that he was just very, very honest. And I don't think Martin Gerards, will differentiate themselves from their people. It's the people that are in the role. And if you go out and you hire people that are just purely based on the sales and the numbers, it will feed back, and you'll lose. People might buy once, but they won't go back to you again. So for me, that's the most important thing. The most important thing for me is definitely the people interaction. It's if Martin Gerards are if Martin Gerards are going to carry on hiring people with more or less experience, but as long as they've got the same attitude and mentality and characteristics that Trayon has got, they will keep selling properties. And also, it's not just about, like I said before, putting numbers on and selling the properties. It's about having that full interaction. I do feel it happens that Martin Gerards are just over the road, so if I do need anything, I can give them a call. But they could have just sold the property and dropped me. And I'm still in touch with Trayon. If I need something, he will speak to the tenants that used to live here and find out the information. And actually, you don't normally get that. And that, for me, means that he is looking at me as a long-term prospect. When we come to sell this place and buy another one, I'll go to Trayon and ask him. I agreed to give this testimonial. I just quite like Trayon. He's a nice guy. I think it's important to give feedback. If something doesn't, if I'm not happy with something, it's important to let people know, how they can sort of change the way they do things, perhaps for other people. But on the flip side of that, if you love something, do it. For me, it was a seamless process from Martin Gerards' point of view, getting this place, and actually what Trayon gave to me, if I can give anything back to him, so be it. He deserves it. Yeah, having gone through the process, I would recommend Martin Gerards. I think they have relevant properties in relevant areas. I think it seems that they would perhaps vet the properties that they have on their site. And also, I think I got the feeling that they care about both the buyer and the seller, and that's really important. And I think for me, I would use them again. I'd recommend them to other people as well, purely based on that. It's the full 360 experience.